Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Education. Can the Minister please advise the House as to how school children travelling on regional school buses can be able to attend their relevant schools and at the same time abide by the safe social distance protocol? With your leave,
yes.
Mr Speaker, on that of the House,
yes.
I'll explain it a bit further.
Is leave granted? Leave is granted. Member for Frome.
Prior to the schools recently going on their school holidays, I wrote to the Minister on the 7th of April with parents' concerns regarding their children having to travel on school buses but not being able to satisfy the safe distance requirement, and also suggested a couple of recommendations to the Minister.
Minister for Education.
Look, I thank the member for the question. I apologise that the letter that he wrote in April has apparently not received a direct response, as I understand, and so we'll seek to address that. Certainly the situation on school buses is subject to some extent to similar advice in relation to public transport, but also specifically as we're talking about a cohort of children, then it's something where we have sought health advice along the way. Now, inasmuch as public transport, there will be potentially further advice from the HPPC. We'll certainly be seeking Professor Spurrier's advice as to whether that changes the expectation that she has put on our school transport facilities. But the situation, the advice, the medical advice has been consistently throughout that children do not spread the virus in the same way that adults do. That doesn't seem to happen. Now, I'm not a doctor. I've never pretended to be a scientist. So I can't tell you why that is the case, but I can tell you that the advice that we have received consistently from the HPPC and Professor Spurrier has been that, for whatever reason, the virus behaves differently with young people than it does for older people. So I suspect that informs their advice in relation to transport of young people. But nevertheless, we will see what's happened with the letter and provide a response at the earliest possible opportunity.
Member.